Hello my dear students, welcome to CMIS online classes. In today's class, we will discuss about chapter 2 of our English grammar, pronouns and the kinds of pronouns. Students, now we can start our chapter 4 pronouns with the definition of pronoun. You can see the definition here. The definition is a pronoun is a word which replaces a noun to avoid its unnecessary repetition. Here the word repetition means the frequent use of nouns. That means to avoid the frequent use of nouns, we use other words in place of those nouns, and those words which are used in place of nouns are called pronouns. Because when we repeat the same nouns, when we write something about them in a sentence, in a passage or in a story, it doesn't sound good. So to sound good, we avoid using nouns frequently, and in place of those nouns we use other words, and those words are called pronouns. So how do we avoid the use of pronouns? We can see that examples here. Some of the examples are written here. You can understand from there. So in example number 1, we have two sentences written there. The first sentence is Ram is a good boy, in which we have two nouns, Ram and boy. And the second sentence is he is my friend. So here in the second sentence we have the noun friend here, but here we have to understand pronouns. So we have to understand pronoun that has been circled, because as if you see the second sentence, he is my friend, the word he has been circled because it is a pronoun which has been used in place of Ram, which is there in the first sentence, Ram is a good boy. So here Ram is replaced by the use of the word he, so the word he is a pronoun here. So in the same way, if we come to the second sentence, we have Rohini is a little girl. The first sentence is Rohini is a little girl, in which we have two nouns, Rohini and girl. And in second sentence we have she lives near my home. Here also we have one noun, home here. But to understand pronoun, we have circled the word here, which is she. So here the word she is replaced in place of the noun Rohini, which is there in the first sentence. So here she is a pronoun which is used in place of the noun Rohini. And come to the third example. The third example is Sita and Karan are siblings. So here we have three nouns here, Sita, Karan and siblings. If you see the next, the second sentence, we have they play together. Here we don't have any noun, but to understand pronoun we have circled the word they here. So here the word they is used for the two nouns Sita and Karan. So the word they is pronoun here. Okay students, now come to the fourth example. The fourth example is the book is in the shelf. In this sentence also we have two nouns. The one is book and the another is shelf. The second sentence, it is my new book. Here also we have one noun book here. But to understand pronoun, the word it has been used here, which is used in place of the noun book here. So the word it is also a pronoun here. Understood? So here if you come to the fifth example, we have Mr. John is my uncle. I like him very much. So here Mr. John and uncle are nouns. In second sentence we have I like him very much. So here the word him is actually the pronoun which is used in place of the noun John. Okay, so here actually I is also a pronoun, but actual pronoun which is used in place of noun here is him. Okay students, so here him is also a pronoun. Now see here in the sixth example we have Mrs. Sharma is our English teacher. Everyone likes her. So here in the first sentence we have Mrs. Sharma is our English teacher. So here we have two nouns here, Mrs. Sharma and teacher. But to understand pronoun here we have used her in place of Mrs. Sharma. So here actual pronoun which is used in place of noun is her. Okay. So here, but here everyone is also a pronoun. To understand what kind of pronoun, all these pronouns which we have been circled here, like he, she, they, it, I, him, even everyone is also a pronoun, and her is also a pronoun. So here we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 pronouns here. But to understand what kind of pronouns all these are, we have to understand the kinds of pronouns that we will discuss later in this video. To understand the different kinds of pronouns we have mentioned here, you can also see here that the different kinds of pronouns are, there are major 8 kinds of pronouns. They are: number 1, personal pronouns; number 2, demonstrative pronouns; number 3, possessive pronouns; number 4, interrogative pronouns; number 5, reflexive pronouns; number 6, emphatic pronouns; number 7, reciprocal pronouns; and number 8, indefinite pronouns. So all these pronouns are those words which are used in place of nouns or for nouns. So they are pronouns. And we will discuss all these kinds of pronouns in these videos or in another video. Now we will discuss about personal pronouns. Personal pronouns are those words which are used or to refer specific persons, places, animals or things. As we know that nouns can be used both as a subject or an object, so the pronouns can also be used as the subject and object. But whenever we use pronouns as the subject and object, we need to be very careful because they use their forms unlike nouns. Unlike nouns, because nouns remain the same whenever we replace noun by another noun, they only change their place when they are used as subject and object. But when we use pronouns as the subject and object, we need to be careful because they change their forms. Like to understand personal pronouns, we have to understand the person or the place or the thing that we are going to refer. We have to understand it in the form of first person, second person and third person. And we know that the nouns are also of singular and plural forms. We also have singular and plural forms in pronouns also. So here, if you see how to understand personal pronouns in this column is to understand the person we refer. Here the person refer to whether the person is the name of the persons, places, animal or things. So here first person means the person who is speaking. For myself, if I am speaking, I always refer myself as I. Okay, so here I have also mentioned and separated the use of pronouns as the subject and object, because see here, the first person, when I mention myself as I am the first person singular but subjective pronoun. The pronoun which is used as subject are called subjective pronouns, and which are used as objects are objective pronouns. But when I refer myself as the object, I changed into me. So me is the first person objective pronoun. We will later on understand all these subjective and objective pronouns with the help of examples. The second person pronoun is the person to whom we are speaking. That means if I am speaking to you or if you are speaking to someone, you will always refer that person with the use of the word you. That means you is the second person singular pronoun, and you can also be used as the second person singular pronoun, both as subject and object. Okay, and third person refer to the nouns about which we are speaking. That means if I am speaking to you, about whom I am speaking, they are third person. Third person, if I am speaking about the boy, if it is singular, then it is he. But when it is used, when that singular or singular person who is a masculine gender, when that masculine gender is used as an object, it becomes him. So he is the third person singular subjective pronoun, and him is the third person singular objective pronoun. In the same case, if the person about whom we are speaking is singular and is a feminine gender, she is used in place of that feminine gender. So she is the third person singular subjective pronoun, and if I use that feminine gender as an object, it becomes her. So her is the third person objective and singular pronoun. Now if I referred or speak about the places, the animals, or anything, and if those referring nouns are singular, then I will use it. So it can be used both as singular and singular subjective and singular objective pronoun. Okay, we will understand it later with the help of examples. So these all were singular subjective and objective pronouns. Now come to the plural objective and subjective pronouns. When if I is the first person subjective pronoun, if I am speaking about myself only, it becomes I. But if I include myself with some other persons, then it becomes we. In the same way, if I becomes me when we use I as an object, in the same way we becomes us when we use we as an object. In the same case, if we speak about the plural personal pronouns, the second person plural pronoun is you, and you can be used both as singular and plural, and both as subject and subjective and objective pronouns. To speak about the third person plural personal pronouns, if we speak about someone or and that nouns are plural, it becomes they, and when they is used as an object, it becomes them. So these were the distinguished feature of personal pronouns, both used as subject and object. So now let us discuss understand the same with the help of examples. Example number 1. My name is Karan. I am a boy. Everyone likes me. See here, the first sentence, my name is Karan, and second sentence, I am a boy. So here the word I is pronoun here, and it is used in place of for Karan, which is a noun here. So here I has been replaced in place of Karan, and I here is used as a subject. So it is I is the first person singular subjective pronoun, because here I is used as a subject. But when you come to the third sentence, everyone likes me, so here me is also used in place of Karan. But here why me? I have used me because it comes after main verb. See, subject comes before verb and object comes after verb. So here me is the same me is the pronoun which is used for the same noun Karan, but here it is used as an object, so it is singular also, so it is me here. So me is the first person singular objective pronoun. So come to understand the second personal pronouns with the help of second sentence. Rajan is a new boy. Rajan is a new student in my class. He is from Kolkata. I helped him today. So here Rajan is a new student in my class. So here if you see the subject, Rajan is there. If you see the second sentence, he is from Kolkata. So here the word he is used in place of the noun Rajan, which is there in the first subject. So here he is the subjective pronoun. But what kind is it the second he is the third person he is the third person singular subjective pronoun, because here he is used as the subject. But when you come to third sentence, I helped him today. So here him is also a pronoun which is used for the same noun Rajan here, but here it is used after verb which receives the action of the subject I here. So here it is an object. So object receives the action of the subject. Understood? Now just see this example number 3. Lalita is a nurse. She is very kind. We love her. So Lalita is a nurse. So here if you see this first sentence and second sentence, she is very kind. So the word she here is used in place of the noun Lalita here. So Lalita is a feminine gender. So we have used she here. So she is the subjective pronoun here, and it is singular also. So it is the third person subjective pronoun. But if you see the third sentence, we love her. So here the word her is used for the same noun Lalita here, but it is here after the verb. So it is an object. So her is also the third person singular but objective pronoun. Now see the fourth example. This is my new book. This is my new book. It is a gift from my uncle. If you see this second sentence, it is a gift from my uncle. The word here it is used in place of book here. So here it is used as a subject. So it is the third person singular subjective pronoun. But if you read the third sentence, I liked. If you see the third sentence here, I like the stories in it. So here the word it again is also used for the same noun book here. So here it is used as an objective pronoun. How? Because it receives the action of the subject I here. Okay, because I have already told you that objective pronouns always come after verb and it receives the action of the subject. Now just come to example number 5. We have Ram and Sam are brothers. They are my friends. So we have if you see the subject here, we have plural subject. So here in case of plural subject, when we are replacing a pronoun by a pronoun in place of this plural subject, we have used they here. So here they is the third person but plural and subjective pronoun. But if you see the third sentence here, I play with them. The word them here is also a pronoun, but it is used it is also used for the same noun, that means Ram and Sam, but it comes after the verb play and it is used after the verb play. So it is an objective pronoun. Understood? So they is the subjective pronoun, and when the same pronoun they is used as an object, it becomes them. Now come to the sixth example. Ram and I are friends. So here I am referring myself with some another person, that is Ram. So if I speak myself in relation with other person, here it is Ram, we have to change the pronoun. So here we have been replaced. We is used for I and Ram together. So we is here the first person plural subjective pronoun. But here if you see the third sentence, our teachers love us. So here the word us is also used for the same subject in the first sentence, Ram and I. But here it comes after the main verb, so it is an object. So us is the first person but plural objective pronoun. Understood? Now see here, in the third example, in the seventh example, we have mother said to me, you are very naughty. So here if you see the reported speech here, you are very naughty. The first sentence, you are very naughty, here you is used as the subject. Okay, singular. You can be used both as singular and plural, but here you is used as subject. But if you see the second sentence, I will not listen to you anymore. But here if you see the word you here, it comes after the main verb listen here, and it is used as an object. So you can be used both as subject and object in both singular and plural case. I hope till here you have understood the concept of personal pronouns, how to understand personal pronouns. So I hope these examples and the chart have become very much helpful to understand you the concept of personal pronouns. Okay, in our next video we will understand the other kinds of pronouns which take a very short time to understand, because it is very difficult to understand personal pronouns because it takes a lot of time to understand, because we have to understand both the subjective and objective form as well as singular and plural form of these nouns. So we will discuss in our next video about the other kinds of pronouns. So till here this is included in our first video.